All right, welcome back for the final video of tonight's recording marathon. And yeah, so for those of you who are new, I'm Joe. I'm a Utah based attorney. But for this one, we are going north of the border up to Canada to watch a Canadian sovereign citizen get arrested. And like, so this is Queenie. She is apparently a famous member of the Freedom Trucker Convoy, and she's awful. She's aggressive. She's lucky she's dealing with Canadian police, because I think if she had tried this with American police, she would have had a bad time. I mean, she had a bad time with the Canadian police anyway, but she would have had a really bad time here. And, before we get started, I hate body shaming, but I'm just mystified looking at her, her the shape is, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It's, I, I've I've heard of pear shaped before, but I think this might be her grandparent might actually be a pear, but we'll see. So let's jump into it. I think that lovely bop was made by the Freedom Convoy or someone or a supporter. I don't know, but it was right up there with Zeppelin. I don't know how it hasn't gone platinum.
He's pulling me over. Let's go. You're a clown? You want to fucking... You're not stopping me for nothing.
So it clearly went off screen, but she got out of her car. If the police pull you over, do not get out of your car unless they tell you to. That's a good way to, meet Mr. Sparky if you're lucky. You might meet his lead cousin if you're unlucky. But aggressively getting out of the car, really bad move.
Okay, you're going to be under arrest.
Stay away from me. Stay away from me. I don't trust you.
Okay.
Bring a lady if you're going to fucking arrest me. You don't have touch. Yes, it does.
I mean, it's good policy to have a female officer pat you down, but it's not required, especially for the arrest. Like, any officer can handcuff you. Just imagine the madness. You've got a violent suspect, but you can't handcuff them until the female officer arrives on scene from 30 miles away. So you're supposed to just let them continue their rampage. I realize her, it's a minor crime. Canadians don't have misdemeanor and felony. They've got other words for it. I can't remember what it is, but it would be our misdemeanor. It's not a big deal. So it's a little hyperbole for me to say rampaging suspect, but still, to think you have to wait for a specific officer is madness. It's frankly, I don't know what is more crazy. You have to wait for a female officer to handcuff her, to arrest her, or you have to wait for the supervisor to arrest her. Because I've got news for you. The officer that arrests you gets to arrest you. They get to handcuff you. They don't have, like, with very limited exceptions, they don't have to wait for their supervisor's approval. And generally, if they have to wait for their supervisor's approval, it's going to be something they're getting an arrest warrant for anyway. Because if they witnessed the crime, they don't need to wait for approval. They have arrest authority. Whereas if they didn't witness the crime, they'll probably need the arrest warrant, or at least in many cases. So
I'm Indigenous and you don't stay away from me. Fucking stay away from me. I guess so. I guess so. I don't have to do nothing. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. You have no rights over me.
For not saying nothing, she hasn't stopped saying something. Her mouth has continually been yapping since this started, since before she got out of the car. And like going back, she says to him, you didn't pull me over, but in the car, oh, he's pulling me over. Oh,
I live by common law. I'm sovereign.
She actually said it. She's sovereign. Sovereign. She sounds like she's from Utah. She's sovereign.
Okay. Are you going to give me your driver's license, registration, insurance?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. You need to get somebody. No, you need to get somebody.
So I'm petty. Her moving back like that, I'd charge resisting. I might even charge fleeing, eluding, because she's trying to leave the scene. I mean, she's waddling backwards, but she's still leaving the scene. So would it hold up? Maybe not, but I'd still charge it. Definitely obstruction.
To arrest me, that's female. You touch me, and you're in trouble.
In trouble with who? And is that a threat? You're in trouble. Is that a threat? Because, I might charge threatening an officer as well.
You assaulted me now and touched me, you're in trouble. Yeah, and am I going anywhere? Leave me alone and wait. No, you don't touch me. You don't touch me.
Stop.
I am not. You don't touch me. Don't get out of my car. He pushed me. He pushed me.
She's under arrest.
He cannot go in my vehicle. Get a female.
No,
Get a female.
You're under arrest.
Get a female. Get a.
Well, I think she was under arrest. Frankly, I wish we got to see her slapped in handcuffs. And I mean, once again, I hate to body shame, but it could have been comical. Like, I'm talking, Emmy winning, watching them try to shoehorn her into the back of a police cruiser. I know that's awful of me to say, but I do think it could have been hilarious. So, with that, I'm gonna leave you here. You know, don't resist police. You're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna catch extra charges. Just don't do it. Of course, don't give them a reason to arrest you either. So just, drive with a license, drive a registered car. That's not legal advice, that's life advice. And with that, thanks for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe, do all the fun YouTubey things, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.